Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are doing episode 3 of day 1 on Farming Simulator 22. If you've been following my newborn series, we have just started on the Lazy Acres modded map. We are clearing trees, we are laying out the farm, and last episode we cut all the headland of grass. Unfortunately it got dark, so we are working in pitch black. Excuse me. Not pitch black, but it will be very, very dark. We're going to be relying on the lights of the tractor, which are not brilliant. But anyway, that's not a problem. We are very nearly at the end of day 1. This will be the last job of the day. We'll be fast forwarding, so this could well be a short episode, but we'll see. Brief overview just in case you're coming into this at episode 3 and you haven't watched episode 2 and 1. The basic idea behind me doing this is that I will bring it up for you, a £10 million loan, thanks to a mod installed that enables me to have a higher loan rate. What I did was I took the loan and I wiped out my money and I took away all of the vehicles. So I started with absolutely zero money, a £10 million loan, no vehicles, no land. The aim of this playthrough, and it will probably work out to be many, many episodes, is to wipe out that £10 million debt and have a positive amount of money. It doesn't really matter what. I haven't exactly decided the amount to aim for. The whole basic idea behind it is that loan goes away. We haven't done anything with it loan wise, but we have been buying in vehicles. We've got a nice impressive amount of vehicles coming. We did have nearly 200,000 in the account at the end of last episode, but I bought this one, which is the Bergman Shuttle 490S. It's a pickup wagon. It will collect grass, straw, hay. Let's see if I can bring it up. Get a little lost. We'll get there. Yeah, it's a forage wagon. It's a mod. It comes with the Lazy Acres farm map, so it doesn't work realistically, but we're not doing this for realism. This is just fun, so I don't mind a little bit of a cheat. I mean, there's the original. Basically, it looks like someone's just added a 0 to the capacity. Everything else seems to be about the same. I don't know whether it's got a wider pickup or not. We're going to find that out in a minute. But even if it doesn't, having 495,000 square literage is hugely helpful. When you consider the size of the map, we're going to be cutting a lot of grass as we start expanding through the fields. So having this to be able to pick up lots and lots of grass to drop off where we need it, it's going to come in incredibly handy, which is why I didn't hesitate to buy it straight away. So let's crack on. That's about the extent of our view range. This is going to be really difficult. What I will do, so that I'm not talking through most of this and boring people to tears, because I freely admit that happens, we are going to record the work done in times 10 speed. So I will overlay some music and just have a little bit of a relaxing time as we gather up all the graphs and wrap this up and get day 1 complete. And then we can get stung by a massive amount of loan interest and leasing costs and so on and so forth, and we'll see where we are moving into day 2, and hopefully we will have field 10, because I think that's about ready to be harvested tomorrow. That will be good to go, and we'll be able to employ our top liner harvester and get that working. And of course we've got thousands of trees to cut out as well, so we're going to be doing plenty of work, loads and loads of stuff to do. So stick around, let's have some fun, and let's get some music going and crack on with our work. Okay, so that is field 11 completed with the grass collecting. Let's just have a quick look and see what animals can utilize this for us. I don't know, the pigs, the sheep could definitely do with it, and the horses use hay, and they've got plenty to do with anyway, so let's dump some of this in the sheep pen to lighten our load a little bit. Not strictly necessary, it should be able to pick up field 10's grass as well, but it doesn't hurt to empty it out a little bit. And the sheep need feeding anyway, so there we go, tiny little amount. The pens don't hold a lot. So now we move on to field 10 and repeat the process, and then we will empty this into the silo there and compact it down, turn it into silage. Taking a little bit of a wrong turning, but never mind, we'll start out on the main road. Let's see if I can get out of here without crashing into any cars. There we go. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll start here and we'll adjust it all afterwards. I'll back it out of the way so the vehicles can get past whilst I set up. So there we go. Right, what we'll do is we will do this in times 10 speed again. So I will pick this back up when we're done with this field. Okie dokie, so that is all the grass picked up. That didn't take very long, which is pretty good. Well, it's not all the grass, I missed little bits here and there, but I'm not quibbling over small amounts. Our sheep are full. We don't need any more for the horses, we've got hay for that. So all of this is bound for silage compaction. And we get to play with our silage compactor. We want to get that done before we wrap it up so that it can ferment overnight. The fermenting process will take a little bit of time before we will be able to gain access to our silage. So we will just turn in here, we'll put it right in the middle. Ordinarily you'd want to start in the corners and work your way out depending on how much you're unloading. Let's just do a quick look at contracts. There's nothing. Let's look at our BGA. Silage will get us that. Slurry manure. Oh, excess straw will start netting us some as well, and we do have excess straw. That's good. So when we're done with this, we'll grab the straw that I left lying around and we will scoop that up and drop it off at the BGA so that it can start producing some electrical, methane and digestate, which we've all got set to sell. And that will net us a little bit of money. But first things first, let's unload this. If we can. Can we? But if we can, there we go. Pressing the right button would always help. We did overload a little bit too close to the edge, so we'll go back with the scoop and pick that up. There we go. We're done. Close enough. So we will drop this one off at shed. It's definitely going to get some more usage. In fact, no, we won't. We will drop it off here because we are going to grab all of that. So we won't drop it off. What we'll do is we'll just do a very quick run over. I won't bother super at a high speed in this one because it won't take us long to pick this up. We'll just grab this so that we can take it over to the BGA once we are done with the silage. This pickup wagon does have a little bit of a wider pickup than the standard. Whoever made this map and these mods clearly did mess about with it a little bit, but they did keep it relatively accurate. It's only just a little bit wider than what the trailer is. I quite like that. Too wide and too unrealistic. It does take a lot of the fun out of it, but they've kept it pretty good. I like it. Well worth the 131,000 I spent on it. There we go. That's job done. What's that? That's 28,000 litres ready to go. Drop this off at the farm and then nip back around and just scoop up the grass that spilled over the edge, and then we can do some compacting. So drop that there. There we go. Head back over to the silo, which should be around here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit on the edge. What we will do is, this is where the bucket comes into play. Let's grab the excess. Like that. There we go. Don't mind picking up a bit extra, and we can just drop it off in there like that. And then, because we are going to move a lot more around as we start moving backwards and forwards, we'll do that again, but we'll go a bit deeper in. We don't want to risk losing too much material. I would rather have it on the edges and spilling out that way and going off down that way. I should have, it was my fault entirely. What I should have done was I should have started closer in. I didn't actually know how much it would spit out at the start. Well, this is all trial and error, which is fine. Now we know for next time we'll go deeper in. We can move it about with a shovel if need be. Best views in the world, that's okay. Take the edge off that a little bit. Let's push it forwards. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfectly level. The compactor will do the job for us. And if you want it perfectly level, also you buy a leveling tool and you can get this flat as a pancake. If that's your thing, I don't care that much. As long as it's compact and turning into silage, I don't give a monkey's what it looks like. I mean, flatter does make it easier to maneuver around, of course, but it's not a problem. Okay, right, so we're going to need to be able to see it percentage wise, so let's get the scoop out of the way, back this one in, hook up the little silage compactor, drop it down. I don't think we need to turn this on, no we don't, so I picked a little bit up. It's interesting. Let's get our scoop right up out of the way. There we go. Alright, so this compactor isn't actually doing as good a job as I thought it would. It would help if we lowered it, I suppose. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, you get the idea. What we will do is, this is another one of those fast forward moments. I'll work on this. We'll do this at 10 times speed again, and I'll bring us back when we are all done and ready for fermenting. It seems like the most sensible option, so that we don't spend an awful lot of time just sitting here going backwards and forwards. So I will pick this back up when it's done. Oh, that took a lot longer than I was anticipating, but that is the silage compaction done. So we cover that up, and that will now ferment. It'll probably take a day or two to complete, but that will be silage when it uncovers. We will be able to pick it up either with the scoop or with a trailer, and we'll be able to ship it. So we will drop off the compactor there, and well, we can do away with the front loader part now. I don't want to get in the way, so we'll drop that off as well. Ready for its next job. Don't know what that'll be, but it will get used soon enough. There we go. And now we will ship the straw over to our biogas plant, which is just over here. It's not too far, so we won't do anything with the time frame. We'll just simply just drive over there, and once that is done, that will be the end of the day. 3 hours to go before midnight when our payments are due. We will skip forward to that so that we can see it at the end of the episode, and then we'll be picking up the next episode on day 2. It's been quite a long day, all things considered. We've done quite a lot of work, lots and lots more to go. All these trees will be going. I might quickly look into buying a bakery whilst we've got the money, simply because there will be excess sorghum once we've harvested that up and we are growing oat. It will be more profitable if we can sell flour rather than the base crop, so that's something to definitely look into. So, but first things first, I think this sells... No, I think we were back where we were. Ah, there we go. Oh, I might actually need the... Oh, terrible driving. Oh, now I'm in trouble. We wiggle our way out there, or are we going to need a little bit of help? Let's drop the trailer. We'll just... No, can't give it a shunt. But that should enable us to slide out. There we go. Right, so let's see if we can actually get in here without having to... Sticking out pipe. Terrible idea. Excellent, we don't need a bucket. I was a little concerned we did. So we unload this. There we are, all in, and there we are, 28,044 litres of straw. So we can activate that one. That will now start producing the electrical charge, the methane, and the digestate. For every 1,680 straw, it will produce 160 electrical charge, 105 methane, and 240 digestate, which will all automatically be sold. So we don't need to worry about that. No need to ship it around or anything like that. So we're done here. So this one goes back to the farm. We will be producing straw quite regularly, so that one we will keep heavily topped up, and that will be a good source of income for us. It will hopefully supplement us quite nicely. I'm expecting the biogas plant to be one of our main earners. Lots of material can go in there along with our animals. I think that's where the majority of our money will eventually come from, but it's obviously getting all set up first that's going to be the challenge. But yeah, so we've got oat growing on field 11. That will take a few days to complete. We have sorghum on field 10, which should be ready tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm really lucky. Otherwise tomorrow is going to be a very long day of tree cutting. The moon's coming out to play a little bit now, so we can see a little bit more, ironically enough. Don't need the lights so much. We'll keep them on for the realism. We want to drop the Bergman trailer off somewhere. I don't know where. Let's pick a good spot for it. I think there's a barn around here somewhere. I'm still learning my own farm. It's terrible. There we go. We can drop it in here next to the swather. It won't get in the way. I mean, we could drop it into that whole barn area itself. Don't want to do that. And oh, excellent! I thought I was going to hit the back. I hit the pole. Didn't do that. So there we go. Drop that off. Ready to be picked up for its next job whenever. So the cow shed is empty. We don't have any cows. Okay, so we will park the tractor there, and we'll just go for a very quick trip up to the grain mill, which is here, top end of the map, up on the north side. It's not too far from the farm. The farm is perfectly localized to reach everything quickly, so that's good. Let's see how much this is going to cost us. 96,000. No, we can't afford that. That's okay. So we will call it there. No, we won't. No. Ignore me completely. We will fast forward. Just using the time skip. And we will get to midnight where we can see our money change and we can document what's going to happen then. And then we will wrap this up. And this will be day one officially completed. Oh, there we go. 33,333 loan interest, vehicle leasing cost of 2,740, property maintenance of 1,639, and I think it was 480 production costs. We went from 63,000 down to 27,000. That was a lot. But we are now officially into day 2. It needs rolling, but to be perfectly honest, it's only 4%. I'm not a huge fan of the roller, so I'm not really going to bother. I just find rolling to be a bit of a pain, so we'll leave that be. But let's find out if we are lucky enough to be harvesting. We are. Excellent. So let's get the harvester into place. Sorghum is ready. This is going to be a lot of work. We're definitely going to need a trailer and tractor to keep this one working. What we're going to do is we will employ the AI to run the combine while I work the tractor, but we will obviously do that at a hyper speed because it's going to take a while to clean out the entire field. That will be primary job number 1 for the next episode. I want to check the Bergman trailer and see if it can hold wood chip. If it can, then I can transfer the wood chip operations to that trailer, and that will be a bit more beneficial to me because it frees up my original trailer as a crop trailer only, and that will mean that I won't have to worry about juggling things around. But if need be, we can just work with the shovel. It's got 100,000 capacity on it, so that's not an issue. So there we go. That's in place. The straw has already been all used up, and as you can see, there is no electrical charge, there's no methane, there's no digestate. It's all been sold. Let's see if we can figure out where the money came from. Contract. Wow, we made a lot on contract income in August. There we are. Oh no, that'll a lot of that is from the wood chip as well. Paid 1,223 in wage payments. Bales, we spent 18,860 on bales. Spent a lot on seeds. A little bit on property maintenance. A whole lot on leasing costs. 106,000. And the 1.28 million from sold buildings, it was my biogas selling, and as you can see I purchased new vehicles with almost all of that, so that saved us a fortune. So yeah, it will. So it says biogas in plant income, nothing, but it must be harvest income that's registering as. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but never mind. So Yeah, we wanted to check the Bergman trailer. Forage wagons. No, it can't. That's a shame. Not a problem. That's fine. We'll use the bucket to move it around. The sorghum will be used for the chickens. We'll be able to top that up nicely, and then any excess. I don't think you can take sorghum, can you? Oh, you can. You can take sorghum. Excellent. So I can use the sorghum for the horses as well. So that will top that up nicely. The sheep are up and working. They'll be producing wool soon enough. The chickens will be producing eggs soon enough. And the pigs will eventually start spitting out. Well, they're already doing a little bit of slurry. And somewhere nearby, 17% for just a few hours work. That's pretty good. Won't be ready tomorrow, but maybe the day after. And our manure is at 206, so slow going at the minute, but it will speed up the more pigs we get, and when we get the cows in place as well, that will start ramping that up too. So we will call it there. So thank you all very much for joining me for episode 2, day 1. We are now officially into day 2. So join me next time, and we will continue our work. We'll be officially harvesting for the first time next time around. Looking forward to that. If you've enjoyed this, fantastic. Thank you very much. A thumbs up would be hugely appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. It means a lot to me. You can hit the notification button and you will get notified when I put my videos out. Generally, I try to do my videos about 9 in the morning UK time. I put 2 to 3 videos out a day depending on how much work I've managed to put together. So keep an eye out for any new material. Lots of games being considered and currently up and working, but obviously Farming Simulator, I've got Euro Truck Simulator, and I'm working on Starfield. Those are my active games. I have a few others in the pipeline, so lots and lots to come from me. There's a huge backlog of stuff for Starfield, and of course Euro Truck and Farming Simulator are slowly accumulating as well. So plenty to come, plenty already there. I hope you're really enjoying the channel. As ever, a big thank you to my subscribers. At time of recording, I think I was at 54. I can't believe I've gone past the 50 marker. That's fantastic. I would really love to hit 100 next. That's my next goal. So if you haven't subscribed, help me hit my target, please. That would be great. And there we go. I'll end it there. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.